Great video. Take a look right now. Rain has been the big story out there today. It will be the big story again tomorrow. But as we head into the end of the work week, you'll notice that the chance for rain is going to decrease. And then by the middle of the work week next week, we're taking it out of the forecast completely. So let's waste no more time. Let's jump right into your Friday forecast. Skycast is showing that tomorrow morning, plenty of sunshine expected. A beautiful start to the day. With all of that sun, we should see the temperatures warm up quite nicely. But then, very typical for this time of year, those clouds return through the early afternoon. We'll start to see scattered thunderstorms over the mountains first, and then during the late afternoon and into the evening hours, we'll have that chance for a few more thunderstorms. Now, they won't be as intense as they were out there today. But any storm that does pop up, once again, will be capable of producing heavy rain. And you can see that on Skycast with those areas of yellow really targeting the Front Range areas of the Pikes Peak region. We will have to monitor the burn scars again tomorrow evening. And we will also have to monitor any areas that saw a lot of rain out there today. Saturated ground can't hold much more water, so flooding is still going to be a concern as we head through your Friday evening and then into the first part of the night. The focus of the storms should shift farther toward the south and east across southern parts of the I-25 corridor out across the plains before everything gets out of here overnight tomorrow night. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be warm again, 80s and 90s for the lower elevations over the mountains. We're looking for an afternoon in the 60s and 70s, so temperature-wise, a pretty toasty day tomorrow. As we head into the weekend, we are going to keep the temperatures fairly warm. The chance for storms is going to drop off Saturday, Sunday. We drop it to about 10%. Keep that in place through Tuesday. We'll keep the 80s around through next week, but check out Wednesday, Thursday. As I mentioned, we're taking the chance for storms out of the forecast as some drier air finally moves back into the state. Tomorrow in Pueblo, we will have a slight chance for storms during the afternoon and evening hours, and we'll keep that chance for storms going through Saturday. But then Pueblo, several days of dry weather expected as we round out the weekend and head into the work week next week. Canyon City, your high temperature tomorrow will be 89 degrees. We'll spend the weekend in the 90s, but then we get a cold front that pushes through. That'll keep a slight chance for storms in the forecast Monday, Tuesday. It'll drop that temperature back into the 80s as well. And in Teller County, 73 degrees tomorrow, a 30% chance for storms. We'll keep a 20% chance for storms in the forecast through Tuesday, Wednesday, 10%. And then check that out. It's a little bit of a risky forecast there, but I went ahead, pulled the trigger, took the storms out of the forecast next Thursday, even for Teller County. So
that's
we are
Rachael being risky.
I know, that's a wild day in the Weather Center when you can take storms out of the forecast in Teller County. With my luck, I'll probably have to put them right back in tomorrow. But for the time being, looks like we'll have some drier conditions next week. We just have to get through tomorrow and the weekend first.
Okay.
That's what she does instead of gambling.
It's kind of like gambling.
Living on the edge over here.
Yep, I'm pretty wild.
Hey, days after his death.